Good morning, dear children. Yesterday in Zoom class, I had explained you about some of the characteristics of D and F block elements. So, same thing is continued. Another characteristic is formation of interstitial compounds. What are interstitial compounds? Metallic crystal के बीच बीच में जो spaces होते हैं, they are known as interstitial spaces. So, when small atoms like ये 3 letters तुमको याद रखने हैं, CHN, okay, so they are trapped inside the crystal lattice of transition metals. Then interstitial compounds are formed. So you can imagine this is the crystal. So the atoms of metals are there, and if in between some C, H, N or C, or jaruri nahi ki all the three, anyone is trapped, then interstitial compounds are formed. Interstitial compounds are non-stoichiometric and they are neither ionic or covalent. Simply उनके बीच के space में these three elements atoms are trapped. Simply they are trapped in the gaps, that is interstitial spaces. Some examples are TiC, Mn4n, Fe3H. This number has nothing to do with the oxidation state. Mind it. So this formula do not say anything about the oxidation state. What are the physical and chemical characteristics? In comparison to pure metals, they have high melting points. Okay. So why? What is the reason? What could be the reason? Because some other elements, atoms are also trapped in between. So they increase the melting point. They are very hard. Even some borides are as hard as diamond, approaching diamond. Or approach hardness to diamond, right? They retain the metallic conductivity, yani this elements which are trapped, atoms which are trapped inside, they do not affect the metallic conductivity. They are chemically inert. Okay. So this is all about how many marks question will be asked. 2 mark question could be asked. Write a short note on formation of interstitial compound of transition metals. So this many points you have to write. Next characteristic is alloy formation. What are alloys beta? In molten state, if metals are mixed with each other, suitable metals, सारे metal को सारे metal के साथ नहीं mix किया जा सकता, so then they form alloy. So blend of metals prepared by mixing the components. They are homogeneous. They are के बदले may be लिखना पड़ेगा. They may be homogeneous solid solution in which atoms of one metal are distributed randomly among the atoms of other metal. Both the metals, अब किसी को किसी के साथ नहीं मिक्स कर सकते हैं, तो दो मिक्स करते हैं, the alloy formation में जो metals participate, their radii should be comparable. So that means the radii should be within the 15% of each other. There should not be much difference in the radii. There should not be much difference in radii. Okay. Means radii should be comparable. As the transition metals have similar radii and their other characteristics are also similar, they are readily forming the alloys. Understood beta? Alloy formation का फायदा क्या? What is the benefit? If you heard about gold, so pure gold, from pure gold ornaments can't be made. Because it is very soft. So what will happen? So gold plus silver or gold plus copper combination alloy. Okay. So that forms the alloy used for making ornaments. Similarly, if we talk about iron, So if we make utensils simply of iron, so it will not be usable because iron will rust. There are several problems with iron. But when ferrous alloys के साथ chromium, nickel, etc. are added, they form stainless steel. And when the production of a variety of steels and stainless steel is there, then it is very easy to use. So it is the use or benefit of forming the alloy, right? Some like brass. If we talk about brass, so Cu plus Zn, ठीक है. Bronze, these are alloys. So Cu plus Sn. So this is the making of, and the where are they used? Making utensils, making showpieces, and many other things. Okay, they are used. So this is the formation of alloys. Okay, beta. So now the characteristics are over. Now I will tell you about KMNO4. K2Cr2O7 is cancelled by GSEB. So now we only KMNO4 we have to read. So preparation of KMNO4, preparation. Reactions we have to learn by heart. This is prepared by fusion of MnO2 with alkali and alkali metal hydroxide, so KOH हो गया, ठीक है, metal hydroxide, and an oxidizing agent like KNO3, and it will form the permanganate. You can see the reaction. Dark colored K2MnO4 will be formed. This is dark colored, ठीक है. This is alkali, okay, and this produces dark colored K2MnO4 which disproportionates. अब इसका disproportionation होगा, okay. So it will, while when it will disproportionate in a neutral or acidic solution to give permanganate. This is permanganate, okay. So should I write here permanganate ion? In this way you have to learn this reaction. Then what is the method of commercial preparation? Commercially it is prepared by alkaline oxidative fusion of MnO2, ठीक है, used with KOH oxidized, and it will be formed MnO4, 2 minus ion will be formed, ठीक है. फिर इसका this manganate ion is electrolytic oxidation in alkaline solution and then permanganate ion is formed, right. In lab, a manganese 2 ion salt is oxidized. You see in lab how it is prepared. So either the question will come, write any method of preparation of permanganate or write the laboratory preparation. Then we have to write this. So a manganese 2 plus ion, ठीक है, is oxidized by peroxo disulfate. ये क्या बेटा? peroxo disulfate. दो सल्फेट को मिला दो, SO4 plus SO4 is S2O8. You understood? So peroxo disulfate is produced, and this will form, when they both will react, this will form the permanganate ion. ठीक है. Potassium permanganate forms dark purple, almost black crystals, which are isostructural with dot of KClO4. This salt is not, potassium permanganate is dark purple color, ठीक है, and this salt is not very soluble in water, लेकिन हीटिंग के बाद हो सकता है. Not very soluble in water, but when heated it decomposes in like you write the reaction 2KMnO4 potassium permanganate is heated. So it will decompose in K2MnO4 manganate plus MnO2 plus O2. Okay, so it decomposes like this, and normally this salt is not very soluble in water. Its solubility at 293 Kelvin is 6.4 gram per 100 gram of water. ठीक है, इट इज़ नॉट वेरी सॉल्युबल के पास ही समझ लो, याद रखना इस तरह से 6.4 ग्राम पर 100 ग्राम at of water at 293 Kelvin. Understood? Then what are the physical properties? They are of intense color, very deep purple, है ना, almost black जैसा होता है. But if you have seen in the lab, we are doing the redox titration, so in which KMnO4 is filled in the burette, so you must have observed the deep purple color. Okay, then they show the diamagnetism, but along with temperature dependent paramagnetism. Sometimes they show paramagnetic character also. ये structure बेटा बहुत important है, you write important here. Like in MCQ also it can be asked, or in short note also it could be asked that write the draw the tetrahedral magnet ion. So color is green and this is tetra, 2 double bond with oxygen. Okay, and here single bond with oxygen. This is known as manganate ion. But what is the difference between tetrahedral? Both are tetrahedral, right? This is permanganate ion. This is purple in color. So you see there are 3 double bonds with oxygen and 1 single bond. This is known as permanganate ion. So this difference you have to remember. Abhi board has reduced the syllabus of times, and again I am telling you we have to go for each and every line of NCERT which is going to be asked in board. Both manganate and permanganate both are tetrahedral. The pi bond between overlapping is formed. कैसे? By overlapping of p orbital of oxygen with d orbitals of manganese. Correct? Green color magnet is paramagnetic because of unpaired electron, and purple colored permanganate is diamagnetic due to no unpaired electron. इसमें unpaired नहीं है, no unpaired electron, so diamagnetic. Unpaired है तो it is paramagnetic. Tomorrow I will tell you some important reactions of KMnO4 and then we will complete the lesson. Okay. Meanwhile, you read each and every reaction and learn them. Thank you.